What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. And today, I had this question in my head, and that's what if Yugi was playing GOAT format? And I mean, you know, of course, Yami Yugi, the pharaoh, the king of games. And what kind of cards would he have in his deck in GOAT format? So that's going to be our question today. And if these cards that I have in here are the right thing, because it's definitely an interesting deck. You know, Yugi didn't play too many of the GOAT staples. I mean, you're not going to be seeing the Delinquent Duo in here, unfortunately. But, you know, he does have some pretty ace cards. I mean, at least we're able to play Blackluster Soldier. Able to play Dark Magician of Chaos as well, too. So we got those two in our deck. Followed by, of course, the combo of Buster Blader and his faithful servant, the Dark Magician. Next up, we got Swift Gaia, the Fierce Knight, which is actually pretty good if it's the only card in your hand. You can normal summon it without tribute. So it is a little situational, but being able to drop a 2300 attack monster without tribute is pretty good. Pretty good, you know, unless you walk into like a Mirror Force or a Bottomless Trap Hole or, you know, something like that. But pretty decent, better than the normal Gaia, right? Then we got Archfiend of Gilfer, definitely an interesting one, and then of course Dark Magician Girl as well too. And that rounds out our tribute monsters, so nothing crazy, unfortunately. Then we got our 3 Magnet Warriors. I did opt to not play Valkyrion. I mean, I guess we could have if we wanted to be more like Yugi, but it felt like this deck was kind of it, you know? So we got our 3 Magnet Warriors. We got our Big Shield Gardna, a Yugi classic. Karibo, another classic as well. Magician of Faith. Then we got 2 skilled Dark Magicians, help turbo out that Dark Magician a little bit quicker. And then we got a skilled white, so we can get that Buster Blader out a little bit quicker as well. Nice thing is we have Obnoxious Celtic Guard, so a little bit of a wall, I guess. I mean, I feel like most monsters under 1900 can get over this pretty quickly. I mean, there's a lot of them in GOAT format. We got Wadapon coming in here from the Yu-Gi-Oh! The movie. So I guess as for celebrating the 20th anniversary of that or something like that. Yeah, so that's definitely a choice. Then we got Old Vindictive Magician. I feel like this is a card Yugi would play, you know? I mean, why not? Maybe I probably should have put in an Apprentice Magician as well too, but I digress. Then we got 2 Nulman of Crossout. I mean, this was in the Yugi Evolution starter deck, so you kind of have a little bit of a thing there. Graceful Charity, Pot of Greed, Brain Control, all pretty staples. Card Destruction, Card of Sanctity, which unfortunately is not as good as the anime one. Then we got Polymerization, Premature Burial, Heavy Storm, Giant Trunade, Double Spell. It's a good card, it's just, it does kind of suck that you have to discard a spell to target a spell in your opponent's graveyard. I feel like if you could just discard any card, that would be one of the best cards in GOAT format, but hey, we don't get that in this. Mystical Space Typhoon, Swords of Revealing Light to round out the spells. Then we have Spellbinding Circle, a Yugi classic, Mirror Force, Dust Tornado, Magic Cylinder, Magic Jammer, 7 Tools of the Bandit, and Time Seal to round out the 40 card deck. Now I'm sure there's a lot of other cards I could have crammed in here, make it a little bit bigger of a deck. But we don't have too much of draw power outside of Graceful Charity, Pot of Greed, and I mean, I guess Card of Sanctity, so gotta kind of make do with what we got. Side deck I wasn't really sure what to put in, so there's just some vanillas. And then Dark Paladin, since, you know, we got Polymerization in here, and Buster Blader and Dark Magician. Gotta have the card that defeated Kaiba in Battle City, right? I mean, we have to have Dark Paladin in here. But let's go ahead, we'll jump into a replay. This is on the ranked ladder, so it is, yeah, a little rough. To say the least. So here we go. We are going second. They go ahead and drop down Thunder Dragon to play their Thunder Dragon things, followed by setting 2 cards face down. So we have our Old Vindictive, 2 Noblemen, Magic Cylinder, Skill Dark Magician, and Archfiend of Guilford. So nothing too crazy, unfortunately, but at least, you know, we do have the Skill Dark with Nobleman of Crossout combo. Kind of sucks because I wanted Skill Dark to be on the field when I play Nobleman so I can get that counter, but we get hit with Ceasefire, which I feel like isn't a card you see too much play, especially in like the main deck, but hey, you never know. It's it's a trap card, so it definitely hits you into the traps. Then they play Card Destruction, which is pretty nice because we do eventually get another spell counter on Skill Dark Magician, so help kind of build that up a little bit. But we get Spellbinding Circle, Buster Blader, and good old faithful Karibo into our hand, so that's not too bad. They play Graceful Charity, so we do get 3 counters on Skill Dark Magician already, which is pretty nice. Then they play Delinquent Duo, and unfortunately, they rip the Spellbinding Circle and we just dump Buster Blader, because why not, I suppose. Then they go ahead, they bring out the BLS, we lose Skill Dark Magician, so easy come, easy go, unfortunately. Couldn't get the Dark Magician out onto the field with that. So we draw Heavy Storm while we have Karibo in our hand. And yeah, we can't do too much, so we just pass turn with our Magic Cylinder face down. They go ahead and, yeah, flip up Moth, get Graceful Charity, play Raigeki Break, they pop our back row, unfortunately. And yeah, we're kind of up against the wall here. So they attack in. I do drop Karibo on BLS, so that does save us a little bit. I mean, we're not completely dead yet. We get Card of Sanctity, and that's it for game 1. We did not have the Heart of the Cards with us. Maybe it's because I wasn't wearing my Millennium Puzzle model while playing this. Maybe that was the issue in game 1. So we start off with Buster Blader, Beta, Magician of Faith, Premature Burial, Skill Dark, and BLS. So quite the Yugi hand, I would say. So we bring out Skill Dark, and that's kind of it. I mean, you know, we don't have too much to go off of here. But they play Pot of Greed, so we're able to get a spell counter on Skill Dark Magician, which is pretty nice. I mean, being able to load that up. So we do set Premature, play Card Destruction, which I thought was, you know, a pretty big brain thing. But of course, they have Raigeki Break, so that kind of screws us over. So we lose our entire hand. Hoping to bring back that Buster Blader with the Premature Burial, but that didn't happen, unfortunately. So our Skill Dark does get 1 more off of the Card Destruction, and then we play Pot of Greed and then Nobleman. There we go. So Skill Dark is up to 4, and we are able to use this effect. Get out our trusty Servant Dark Magician from the deck. Pretty slick, pretty slick. Then attack in for the classic 2500 attack. We go ahead and set Mirror Force and Dust Tornado. And Old Vindictive, since we have not, you know, normal summoned yet. That gets knocked, unfortunately. We hit Dust Tornado on the Jar of Greed that's face down. We draw into Magic Jammer, which is definitely a choice. And we attack into Night Assailant. So easy come, easy go for Dark Magician, unfortunately. They bring out Breaker, they go ahead and pop our Mirror Force, which definitely sucks. They play Delinquent Duo, we lose our Polymerization. And we draw into Skill Dark once again and attack into the Breaker. So, pretty good, pretty good. They bring back their Sin Serpent. They go ahead and drop Graceful Charity. So, not bad. We get a few spell counters off of that, which is pretty good. We get Dark Magician Girl. Pretty nice, I guess. I mean, realistically, it could have gained 300 attack, but we want to get that other spell card out and get a nice counter on a Skill Dark to bring our trusty companion back once more. I draw a Heavy Storm, I drop that, which gives us our third, so we can bring out the Dark Magician once again. I'm super happy that we're able to bring it out twice so far into this game. So we attack into the Gravekeeper's Spy, pass turn on that, they upstart, they play the Koichi, they get another draw, they get Snatch Steal, unfortunately. So we lose our trusty servant, our companion, Dark Magician, and now he's attacking us directly. Not something that Yugi would want to happen, that's for sure. We draw a Wadapon, so pretty good stuff there, right? They attack the Dark Magician into Wadapon. Definitely a dead draw. I mean, we have some draw cards, so it's like not absolutely terrible in the right circumstance, but most of the time it's going to be pretty bad. So we draw Spellbinding Circle, we set it. They shift Spy into defense. I play Spellbinding Circle on Dark Magician, so that's pretty good. So we only take 14. And we draw a double spell. And that is, unfortunately, all she wrote for us. So now they bring out Chaos Sorcerer, and that is, unfortunately, game. Thanks, Yugi. So there you have it, guys. That was me testing out the Yugi deck in GOAT format. I think it'll probably be something that I work around on, because, I mean, it is fun to play, you know, a character deck every now and then, especially something like Yugi. But, hey, I want you guys to comment down below, what would you do differently? What character would you like to see me do in the future as well? I think Kaiba could be pretty good, because I know Blue Eyes can definitely handle its own in GOAT format with Paladin of Light, which we have seen Kaiba play before, so a little cheat code right there. But yeah, comment down below what you guys would do differently, how you would play differently. Be sure to check out all those links down below as well, too. Be sure to like the video, be subscribed, with that notification bell ring as well. We will see you guys on the next one. Goodbye, and good night.
I, Seto Kaiba, president of Kaiba Corp, implore you to check these recommended videos. While you're at it, hit subscribe and burst stream that notification bell for all future videos.